Bone broth protein has become a popular supplement among health enthusiasts. It's often touted for a wide range of nutrients that may boost your immune system, improve joint health, and benefit your skin and digestion. But should you try it? That's the topic of this video. Bone broth protein is a nutritional supplement that claims to offer you the health benefits of both bone broth and protein, all in a convenient powder form. According to manufacturers, bone broth protein is made by cooking chicken or beef bones, ligaments, tendons, and water under high pressure and sustained high heat. Now, this allows the broth to be cooked for a shorter time to help retain its nutrients. These include chondroitin, glucosamine, hyaluronic acid, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, which will be lost if cooking for long periods of time. Because bone broth protein is simply concentrated bone broth, all of the protein actually comes from the bone broth. It's not added in using soy or eggs or whey. A heaping scoop, or about 22 grams of one brand of broth protein powder, contains about 90 calories, 20 grams of protein, which is on par with most protein supplements on the market, slightly on the low side, no carbs, pretty much no fat, and small amounts of sodium and potassium. It also contains the protein collagen, the amino acid glycine, and joint health nutrients like chondroitin and glucosamine. Bone broth protein also appeals to those who cannot tolerate most typical protein supplements, as it is dairy-free, soy-free, gluten-free, and so-called paleo-friendly. Benefits of taking bone broth protein. It's important to note that there are no scientific studies on the health effects of bone broth or bone broth protein. Instead, people attribute its benefits to the known benefits of many of its nutrients. Some benefits of taking bone broth protein may include effects on weight loss. Now, bone broth protein is low in calories and high in protein, which may boost your metabolism, reduce your appetite, and help you burn more calories. The high protein content may reduce your appetite. Eating more protein may reduce hunger hormones like ghrelin and increase fullness hormones like leptin. Bone broth is rich in chondroitin and glucosamine, which may help reduce joint pain for people with osteoarthritis. And it could also reduce skin aging. So bone broth contains proline and hyaluronic acid, which have been shown to reduce the effects of skin aging. Risks of taking bone broth protein. Because it's just made from concentrated bone broth, it should be generally safe to drink. However, there has been some controversy over the risk of lead contamination in broth. For example, one study found that broth made from organic chicken bones had a high concentration of lead. The broth contained 9.5 micrograms of lead per litre when made with skin and cartilage only, and about 7 micrograms per litre when made with bones. Although this may seem concerning, this amount of lead is actually less than the United States Environmental Protection Agency's safe upper limit for lead in drinking water, which is 15 micrograms per litre. The amount of lead found in bone broth could depend on factors like where the animal was raised and what they ate, so more studies are needed to clarify the risk. Is it worth taking? Bone broth protein is an easy way to enjoy the benefits of bone broth without having to prepare it yourself. But obviously, it's not for everyone, definitely not for vegetarians or vegans. And if you would simply like a protein supplement and are not interested in bone broth, then choose something else. Each scoop is more than double the cost of the same amount of the average protein supplement, such as whey protein. Additionally, bone broth protein does not contain as good a balance of essential amino acids as some of the other more conventional protein powders. Again, it's important to note that there are no scientific studies on bone broth, so there's no evidence to support any of the claims at this stage. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful and informative, and don't forget to subscribe to the Authority Nutrition YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button below this video.